talked about this in another video about how, your jobs will set it up in such a way because they're slave drivers. They don't care about your life or the bottom line for your life, so they're not going to pay you a fair wage. No one is. You can go anywhere and all of them are going to cheat you. So just imagine you working a job, right? And you're trying to get by in life and you can't even get another job because your job will hold your feet to the fire and say, well, hey, you work here. This is your job. But they're not going to pay you anything. So you have to try to do something else to keep yourselves out of the breadline. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't care. I'm just trying to show you something, folks. Right? Just like the sheriff of Nottingham. Unjustly taxing people. There's a lot of things that, you look at how you're living and the standards that are set for you to live by, and they're unfair. You work all of your life, put away money for your nest egg. So really what this sounds like to me is that they, because they keep upping these ages and stuff and different things. You can't get your Social Security till you're 89 or something. Or I'm making that up. It's shorter than that. But I'm just saying it's literally getting like that, where they just keep going up. You'll be, you can get your Social Security when you're 100. Right? These are the people who have everything, who don't have to work or do anything. Right? They make the rules for you to enrich themselves. Everything that they do is really for them. You get what I'm saying, folks? Right? So when you really you have a hardship. What's a hardship? So let's say, for instance, that you had 6 months to live and you work your whole lives. So are you telling me that you're not even able to get any of your money that was taken from you because you work for that money and do whatever you want with it? They're going to give you stipulations about what you can do with your money. You get what I'm saying? None of you during election season goes to these politicians, these assholes, these snakes, and tell them, if your punk asses, if you do not do something, right, that allows me more freedom from this slave and these chains and shackles you got me in, you will not see another day in office. But you guys don't do that. You're worrying about, crazy things, right? Catching politicians off camera saying something about stupid stuff or whatever. I mean, all of those things are important to understand and gauge the characters, but collectively on a whole, you're not running anything. You're not in control in your society. Okay? So when you think about jobs, and the job is like the sheriff of Nottingham. So that's why I revisited that Robin Hood thing, to show you how tyrannical these people are. Where, and that's what my family member was telling me. So you mean to tell me you worked all of this time? A hardship may not be a broken leg. To some of you, and to me too, if I fell off somewhere or something and broke my leg, right, and I didn't have the money to cover the expenses, where would I get that money from, folks? Wouldn't I think the first place to look for anything to pull myself out of the rut I'm in would be something that I did for myself, like some money that I put away? How are you people letting someone tell you when you can get your fucking money out of an account that you've been socking away for years? They are rich. They don't need to do that shit. They're taking your money and playing around with portfolios and investing and doing all this dumb shit. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you folks? So you go to the polls and all they have to do is get you excited or polarize you on some level to make you rally or something. That's all they need to do. Get you excited about something that's stupid. To keep you from looking at the fact that a lot of the things that will break those shackles, they have already reinforced the shackles. And you guys don't get that. Why would it be hard, or why would there be a difficulty in you getting some of your money? Let's just play a game with this. We don't even have to say all of your money. Let's just say a quarter of your money that you've socked away for, that you've literally got a bad back. Some of you do construction and all this stuff. I've seen all these jobs. And you got a bad back or a broken hip or bad hip or something from the work you were doing all of these years, right? Your eyesight might be going bad or something. All of these things happen on these jobs, these occupational hazards. And you mean to tell me when you need relief, when you need to fucking sock away money or put your kid in school or something where you don't have access to the capital, are you telling me that you can't even get money that you work for? There's some punk ass, low life demon fool sitting somewhere making up a rule that says that you do not have access to your own security of your of money that you work for. That is troubling to me. But the average person is more concerned about the fucking Super Bowl or some stupid shit on TV. You see what I'm saying, folks? You folks will literally rally to protest the dumbest shit. Meanwhile, taxes are going up, right? And your pay checks are decreasing, right? Now, because money is an illusion, we'll get to the more important thing. Because money is really an illusion. This is why this really disturbed me, because I have insight. I understand some things on other levels. Because money is really an illusion, right? That means you work all your life. You're working for something that doesn't have any real value, right? And so when you know, because you live in this world, fair enough, when you need that money to do anything, right? You could be fucking a step away from being homeless. You could fucking need a car. You could need to put your kids in school. There could be a million things. You could have some medical issues. You could need to buy medication for some unforeseen medical problem that arises in your life. Any of these things, right? Notice how when you think about some of these legislators and stuff, and when you think about the perks that they get to keep their insurance, and they get extra bonuses and all of this shit that happens in their life, even well past the age of their working years, right? But guess who's paying for that? All of you punk fools, assholes out there, your punk ass is paying for it. They're taking out of your check and they're lining their pockets with your money. And when you really think about it, it is glaringly true. You're looking at this. Someone's telling you this. Someone's dictating things. So when you wonder why you can't get ahead, right? It's because it's the goalposts are rigged, folks. They're moving the goalposts every time, all the time. When are you going to call or demand for people to do the right things in this world, right? And see, on a side note, this is the reason why the imminent things are going to happen, because man is corrupt, right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely, folks. And it's troubling because I couldn't tell this person anything that they could do. I didn't have enough information myself, but when I really looked into it and read a few things, it was glaringly obvious that, that these people are just shitbags, right? You have to prove. What is a fucking hardship, folks? Being 1 second away from homelessness, you don't think that's a hardship? So what is this rich guy who lives on a castle somewhere, or who lives here or there, or who has a Bentley, or who has all of these things? What do they deem a hardship for you? What would be a hardship for them? A day that they have to cut their own fruit or clean their own restroom or something? Would that be a hardship for them? So when we talk about you, a basic lay person, a basic worker in society, what is a hardship for you? If you're used to doing everything on your own and trying to pull yourselves up, what would be deemed as a hardship for you? Near death? So you mean to tell me, and then even in some cases, you live your whole life, you die, and then they take that money and they tax it, right? Your family members don't even properly get all of that money that you worked your whole life for. So really, it's a big scam. It's like a Ponzi scheme or some shit. You're putting money in with no real end date of getting that money out. They're gonna do everything to you to put you in the ground before you even see that money. So you're pretty much just giving them your money. Then you have a situation where you need your money. You may want to start, and see, here's another thing about narcissism, about them doing things, right? If you had you could have a great mind. You could want to do all types of things and launch this or launch that, just like they did, but they had their little silver spoons, and that's how they were able to start their businesses or something. So you want a little bit of capital so you can jumpstart something that you want to do in your life, start a business. You could be the competition for them folks. You see how a narcissist thing is all about them. Everything, even your lives are about their life. You see what I'm saying? So they make the rules and they move the goalposts around just so they can stay on top. Everything these fuckers do in this world is literally behind their narcissism. They're demons, folks. Right? And the day that God puts his foot up your asses will be the day, and I cannot wait for it because it's coming. It's called a reckoning. It's coming. I'm telling you. It's coming, folks. And I am so overjoyed because I realize that the oppressor will go down one day. You do not have power over the Most High. None of you. And you will pay for everything you have done in this world. You see what I'm saying, folks? You know, for the best of you who have that faith and want to hold on, believe and hold on. It's true, right? It's very true, right? I'm guaranteeing you it's true. But I'm just saying, I want you to think about that. The next time, let me do this real quick because I got to go. I just got caught up. The next time that there's an election, okay, I want you to listen carefully to what is laid out in front of you about what why they should be in office and what they're going to do for you and blah, 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 and all this bullshit. What I need you folks to do is ask some really hard questions about your lives. Fuck them. Fuck other things. Just ask some basic questions. Ask them about changing things that allow you to break a little bit of that shackle off so you can free yourself from the bondage of their slavery. And then they'll have no choice but to admit or show you the truth, because if they don't do it, then you can hold their feet to the fire. See, if you're going to make a politician accountable, folks, make them accountable for the right things. Okay? Tell them ask them to explain to you how their benefits work, or research their benefits and make them understand and make you understand how their benefits, right, which are much better than yours. Why that's the case? They're already rich, right? So literally on government dime or whatever, they're milking the populace, and that money is lining their pockets. It's paying for their medical expenses. It's doing all type their retirement funds and all of this stuff. The rich get richer. You get what I'm saying? The Sherwood Forest concept. Right in your faces, folks. Right? No one likes the evil tyrant. Right? I said the king in that video, but it's really the sheriff of Nottingham. No one likes the tyrant, folks. They're evil, folks. They have self-serving agendas, folks. Just like when I talked about, you know, how these jobs steal your bonuses and stuff and line their own pockets. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Ask the right fucking questions. Research your 401ks at your job, right? Why would you say, yeah, that's just how it is, when it's completely and wholly disservicing you on every level? Just think about that, though. You work all your lives. You could die tomorrow. You may never see that fucking money ever again. You worked all of your lives for years and years, right? To get a certain amount of money, because they're not paying you shit. So that means you literally took pennies and piled them up into a mound until you got something substantial. And the greedy fucks are willing to take the little pennies you have. You see what I'm saying? It's all an illusion, folks. It's all bullshit. Wake the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you're going to vote, if you're going to participate in the active, you know, political process, fucking vote for the right things. Think about the right things. Okay? Don't hold their feet to the fire. How can you tell me? I mean, I hate to keep repeating it, but I'm going to keep repeating it because I want y'all to let this marinate in your heads. And we're specifically talking about like 401k plans and stuff like that, where there's so many restrictions on what you can do with that money. Now, I will bet you money, that same fake money, that there's a back door to everything, because you're dealing with fucking demons and corrupt assholes and snakes. There's always a back door. I'm sure there's a way for them to get their money, folks. I'm sure they have all of the, you know, the ways laid out. Okay? Good old boy shit. You have to understand something, folks. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what gender. I don't care. If you're a working, active member of society, you vote, you pay your taxes and all of this stuff. Why can't you get a leg up? Because the whole goal is designed to keep a foot on your neck and keep you down. Wake the fuck up. Okay? We'll do another video on this. I'll read some more and then we'll come back and talk about this. I got it all over the place, man. God, do this. I've been doing this lately. I did this last video. What I'm saying to you folks, though, yeah, think about all of it. And once you really see it for what it is, you'll realize that these fuckers have lied and done all kinds of stupid, evil shit for generations. And y'all have let them get away with it, right? I don't like politicians. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? Because they're fucking weasels. This is clear. This is evident right here in this example right here. Okay? I love bad behavior, folks. But I love a fair society, which I know in my heart is never going to happen because I already know some other things that are attached to that situation. Right? We're not going to get a leg up, you know, us underlings to the people who think they run something. They're not going to be fair to us. Okay? So, in the end, they'll get theirs. But meanwhile, ask them some questions. Ask them some hard questions and just see what they say. And if you don't see any changes to things that are going to free you from the shackle, that is how you know you're a fucking slave. Just think about it. You folks going over to my website, thinkbehavior.info, pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior. You can pick the book up on Amazon, right? And like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's really important, right? When I think about this, this is one of those things. Yeah, you guys don't grab some of the real things I talk about. But on this level, this is something we all can relate to. Because we're all trying to get ahead in this society. Okay? Go back and research your own, wherever job who has these benefits. If you have a job that has this. Most jobs don't even have it because they're cheating you on that end. They don't have medical shit. Most jobs don't even have this shit. But for the jobs that do that, say, we're giving you all this stuff. Go back and research. See what you can do with the money that you have gotten. If you've been there for 20 years or something, think about it. You could die in 21 years. You understand? You could die on your 21st year. I'm sorry. You could lose your life. Where would that money go? How would it be taxed? Who would get their hands on it ultimately in the end? Just think about that. The answer is going to let you know what you need to be doing now. Okay? Y'all take care.